Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing really well today. So I am so excited to bring you this haul today, especially to everyone in the US because this is a haul on Sleek products. So in case you don't know about Sleek, they're a company that's based in the UK and they're kind of known for having very inexpensive products and very high quality products for what you pay for them. So the prices you pay are kind of like drugstore prices or even a little bit cheaper than drugstore prices. I ordered a bunch of eyeshadow palettes, blushes, and lip products. So first thing I want to talk to you about are the eyeshadow palettes. So I ordered 4 iDivine eyeshadow palettes, which look like this. The packaging is very sleek, it's very thin, it's very sturdy, easy to travel with, throw in your purse, whatever. You open them up and there's a nice big mirror that isn't a funhouse mirror. And you get 12 eyeshadows in each of these palettes and they cost $10 US. So that's less than $1 per eyeshadow. And the eyeshadows aren't as big as MAC shadows, but they are not small. You get plenty of product. I think it would last you a long time. And for less than $1 a piece, it's just a fantastic price. So the first palette that I got is actually called Au Naturel. And it's basically mostly matte shades. And they're all just kind of natural color. The first one here is a matte highlight shade, and then there is a shimmer kind of warm tone brown, dark warm tone brown at the bottom here. Shimmer gold tone brown, very neutral medium matte brown, a neutral shimmer brown, kind of purpley tone deep brown right there, a matte black, and then up here we have a shimmery champagne color, an orangey kind of light color, a light golden color, and a light neutral brown. And so I would say out of all of these, they're all very true to pan and pigmented, except for this one. I thought that it kind of swatched. It wasn't very pigmented. It's a very light shade. The next one that I got is called the Original palette. And this one has a lot more bright colors in it. So all of these shadows in this palette are shimmer shadows with the exception of this matte black, which all of the matte blacks in these palettes are very pigmented. So you have a light golden color, which is very, very light gold. You have a shimmery pink color, light pink, another shimmery light pink color, and then this one is a medium shimmery purple, a very beautiful deep kind of oceanic blue kind of a color, a medium brighter blue, a coppery color kind of brown, and then there's a light yellow tone brown, a nice aqua color, a more jewel tone green color, and then a more olivey green lighter color right there. So all of these were shimmer shadows except for the matte black, and they are all quite true to pan when you swatch them. I barely touched that. It's very pigmented. They're all just kind of, they're very pretty shadows. And then I also have the Oh So Special palette, and this one is a lot of neutral colors as well. It's a mixture of mattes and shimmer shadows. You have a plummy kind of purple here that's shimmery. You have a bluish slate color there, mostly gray but a blue tone gray. And then you have a matte black again, a purpley kind of tone medium brown, a cool tone kind of yellow tone medium brown, a light orangey tone kind of brown color, a medium neutral brown, a matte pink, a matte highlight shade, and then 2 shimmery pink colors. And out of all of these, I would say they're all very true to pan with the exception of these 2 matte pinks. They look brighter in the pan than what they actually swatch. I thought they were a bit sheer when I swatched them. And the next palette is called the Sunset palette. And out of the 4 palettes that I got, this is the one that I love the most by far. I just think it's a very unique palette that has gorgeous sunset type shades, and I am a sucker for all warm tone sunset shades. So these are all shimmer shadows with the exception of this matte black. And so in this palette you have like a mauve-y kind of medium tone color right here, a jewel tone warm pink, which is beautiful right there, and then there's one very similar to it right underneath, and then there's 2 medium tone kind of warm tone pinks, a bright orange that swatches very bright. It's very pretty right there. And then you have a orangey, goldy kind of medium color right there, a very true gold right there, and then you have two kind of light shimmery pinks of different varieties. And then there's a bright, gorgeous, contrasting blue right there. And so you can just do some really beautiful looks with this palette. It's a very unique collection of these beautiful sunset shades, and I love them. So if you go for those kind of shades, I think you would love this palette. So in general on the eyeshadows, I've heard some things, some negative things about people saying that they don't enjoy them as much because they feel like they come off very frosty. I don't know what they mean by frosty, but I think of frosty as having like very glittery or like white or silver kind of glitter, shimmer, something like that in them, that makes them look frosted in some way. I would call these shadows, the ones that are shimmery, they're either shimmery or a little on the metallic side. That's what I would say. Some of them, the ones that seem a little bit more metallic, when I feel them in the pan, they feel very kind of moist almost for a pressed shadow. I've never felt any pressed shadows that were as moist as these. They almost remind me of the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows, the ones that are like the hybrid kind of pigments pressed in the little pot. They're almost like that. And the way that those L'Oreal ones, they are kind of metallic when you swatch them out, these are kind of a little bit the same way, the ones that feel like that. Some of them go off very, I would say, I don't know, normal shimmer, but then others of them, they're very moist, like when you feel them in the thing. But anyway, I don't have any trouble using them. I think they're great shadows, especially for what you're paying for them. I mean, less than $1 a shadow, you really can't beat it for the quality that you're getting. So I totally recommend trying out any of their eyeshadows. And the only thing I don't like about it is it made me so sad. A lot of the palettes that are gorgeous won't ship to the US. I think it's because of ingredient reasons. Some of the things that they have in them, they are not allowed to ship to the US. So anyway, maybe one day they'll become available or I'll get them from somebody in the UK. But until then, I also got a bunch of blushes from Sleek. And so the first thing I got is one of their single blushes. And I totally am loving the packaging in these because it is just so, this one is so tiny and so sleek. Let's see, this is the size of a NARS blush, and this is the size of the Sleek one. Oop, I'll turn it right side up so you can see. So it's just so tiny and compact, and it feels so nice. The packaging just feels so nice, and these Sleek blushes are $6. I think that's impressive because actually you're getting more product than the NARS blushes, and the mirror on the inside is very nice. And this one that I got is called Flushed, and it's kind of a reddish, really pretty blush, and it's very pigmented, and I have to use it with a very light hand on my fair skin, but I can use it and it looks really pretty. So I also got two of their Blush by 3 things, and so these are $12.50 US dollars, and it's basically 3 blushes on the inside and a beautiful mirror in the same sleek packaging. And so this one that I got is called Pumpkin, and basically it's a very bright orange. It reminds me of Hunter Orange. It's very, very bright. And then a very pretty bright cool tone pink in the center, and then on this left side I would call this a, it's like red, but it's like a washed out red, like with kind of orange in it and pink in it, but it's still quite a bold color. And so these blushes are very hard for me to use on my skin tone. I think that they would be much better for a medium tone person or a darker tone person. But the other one that I got is called Lace, and this one I totally adore and have been loving. Love, love, love. The medium color is very similar to NARS Orgasm. In fact, I've heard other people call it a dupe of NARS Orgasm, but it's just a tiny bit different to me. I think it's a little bit more peachy, but it is a peachy pink with gold shimmer to it. So just like NARS Orgasm, and it's not gold sparkles, it's shimmer. And then there's a really wearable, I think, peachy shade right here. And then there is a kind of deeper peachy pink, very kind of a more bold peachy pink, but still very wearable on this side. So if you have lighter skin tone and you like peachy shades or warm shades, then I think you'd really enjoy this, probably. And then those are all the blushes I got. So the lip products that I got, I am like super excited about because I have been loving the lip tars that I picked up at the IMATS LA in January. And so I found these products from Sleek that are much cheaper. They are called Pout Paint, and they're basically kind of very similar to the OCC lip tars. These guys, I got a light pink called Minx. I got a white called Cloud 9. I got a red called Pinup. I got a bright orange called Lava. I got a light peach called Peachy Keen. And then I got this blue called Pika Blue. So these products actually look pretty small compared to the lip tars when I hold them up, but actually they're very similar gram-wise. The Pout Paints are 0.27 fluid ounces and the lip tars are 0.33. So they're very close actually in the amount of product that you're getting, and the Sleek products are only $6.50 US. So they're very inexpensive, totally you know, within budget for a lot of people, I think. And the coolest thing about these, if you don't know much about the lip tars, is that you can very easily mix these to create any color that you want, which is awesome, and they're very long wearing. So, like for example, I got this bright red, which by the way, I have the bright red that OCC sells. It's called NSFW, and compared to that, I would say that Pinup, the Pout Paint one, is just a little bit kind of shocking brighter. It's like a little bit brighter, a little bit oranger, but it's very subtle. Like it's not that much of a difference or anything. It's just a little brighter, I think. But anyway, so like if I took this red, all I would have to do is mix it with, say, orange, a little bit of orange, and I would make it into a more orangey red. Or if I wanted to make it a more blue tone red, I would just add a tiny bit of blue to the red, and then I would get a much deeper, maybe more wearable, whatever, kind of red. So between these two, you can pretty much make any kind of red you want. And then also white, if I wanted to make the red a little bit less or make it more pinky, I can just add a little bit of white as I like. And then same thing with this orange. If I wanted to make a peachy color, I could just add that. I could make, with the white and the orange and the red, I could make a really warm tone, beautiful pink easily. I could also take this one called Peachy Keen, and I could add a little bit more orange to it. And I could make it a deeper peach instead of such a light peach. Or I can take my light pink called Binks, and I can mix a little bit more red, Pinup, with it, and I could make a dark pink. So just a lot of ways that are really awesome that you can mix these up and just make whatever shade you want. I just think it's awesome and fun, and I've been enjoying them a lot since I got them about a week and a half ago. And also, I wanted to tell you real quick, I have this shade Grandma, the OCC lip tar. It's a really popular one. It was in one of the sets that they recently sold at Sephora, I saw, and how it compares to these two OCC ones that are orangey that I got. So I got Peachy Keen. That's very light. So I would say Grandma is basically halfway between Peachy Keen and Lava, the Sleek Pout Paint Deep Orange. So I think you can make Grandma pretty easily by mixing a little bit more Lava with Peachy Keen. But it's kind of in between. Grandma's pretty bright still for an orange, and then Lava's pretty light, very light, almost like a nudie kind of peach kind of color, and then Lava's very deep. So anyway, so that's the comparison on those. So that's everything from this Sleek haul. I hope that you enjoyed watching, and I hope you found out maybe some interesting things about some products you didn't know about. If you have some of these Sleek products and you've been enjoying them, or if you feel differently about something that I said, please let me know. Comment below and let me know, because I always enjoy hearing from you guys about what you think about things. Or if you decide to buy some and you enjoy them based on this tutorial, please let me know. I enjoy hearing that too. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you soon. Bye!